Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mark with Limo Marketer, and I'm joined here by AJ Khan with exclusive KC, exclusive car service out of Kansas City. How's it going, AJ?
Doing wonderful by yourself, Mark.
Good, good. So, if you would introduce yourself to anyone that's watching, obviously you're in Kansas City, but tell us a little bit about your business. Like, how long have you been in business?
So, of course, my name is AJ with Exclusive Transportation here in Kansas City. Been in the industry since 2015. Went on my own, went private. Started my own thing in 2017. Um, have a small fleet of five vehicles, and that's basically about it.
Awesome. And mainly
Yeah.
sedans and SUVs, right?
Sedans and SUVs. Yeah, I had a stretch. I got rid of it. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah, just focusing on airport transfers at the moment.
Awesome. Okay. And so we've been working together now for about 3.5 months, I think. So what did you do in the past? I believe you had tried out a few different marketing services. Did you ever do SEO or pay-per-click with any other
So,
providers?
yeah, I did pay-per-click with someone else, and I wasn't happy with the services. It was just a waste of money for me, and I I stopped for a while, and then I contacted you, and we started again.
Awesome. So what was it about the other company that didn't work out? Was it maybe not industry knowledge or just not enough leads or
I rather, long
you don't
story
have to
short,
name names.
no, it was more. I felt cheated through the company by the company. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Just
that's what it
didn't
was.
just didn't work out. Okay.
No, it didn't. And I don't want to start bad mouthing people or anything either. So,
Yeah, no, no, of course. And so before we started this video, myself and AJ were talking, and he said, I'm going to be brutally honest with people. Do you remember what we were talking about?
of course, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So talk about that. We were talking about how pay-per-click isn't for everyone, and so AJ has a really good take on this.
So yeah, pay per click really isn't for everyone. I mean, unless you're actually going to sit behind the desk, take the calls, take the reservations, and do it that way. That's the only way you're going to get conversions. I mean, if you're going to use booking tools like Limo Anywhere or Book.limo, I mean, yeah, you'll get a few conversions here and there, but you'll get more of a conversion rate if you're just taking the calls yourself. So, or if
Exactly.
you have someone taking the calls,
No,
and not a
100.
call center either. So.
Yeah, no, 100%. And we had discussed this because when we started out, I think we started with that one-step form, correct? And then we switched over to a booking form. And
Yeah.
you noticed a difference. Obviously, you're getting bookings, but it wasn't consistent, right?
Correct. Yeah, I would see great bookings like, 1 or 2 days, and then from there I wouldn't see anything for a week, and then see bookings again, and then okay, it's like, yeah, okay, how long are we gonna do this for? And then just within the last 24 hours of just taking the calls again, I'm booking again.
Yeah,
So,
it's a huge difference. And this is what I try to tell
absolutely.
everyone about these booking forms. I'm not saying they don't work, but if you're doing pay per click, if you're spending money every time someone visits that page, it just doesn't justify what you're spending to acquire those clients through a booking form because the conversion rates are a lot lower. And so we switched AJ over back to the one-step form. And so you've noticed a pretty big difference just in the past 24 hours, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It I'll have a better conversion rate going that route. So,
Exactly. And you were
yeah.
using, and you still kind of are because you drive sometimes. So if you can't take the calls, you have a dispatcher. But I think you mentioned they're just not going to convert these guys to a sale, correct? As
Absolutely, yeah.
well.
So I mean, if I don't pick up at the fourth ring, call goes to a call center, limo live, and I mean, it's just one of those things. At least the call's not going to waste,
Yeah.
um, or I'm not taking too long to respond back to the customer. At least someone's answering that phone. But eventually, I want to get away from that as well, and just take all the calls myself, or have someone take the calls for me.
Exactly. Because, the truth is, any sort of even customer service reps, if they're not paid commission, it doesn't matter as much to them if if it books or not. But I mean, you're going after these aggressively, right?
Correct, of course. I make sure I take the time out, call the client, ask them what their needs are. Just because they want a limo, what's the occasion and what it is it for. If it's just
Exactly.
for a point
Asking
to point,
questions.
exactly, and that's the main thing you have to do, because a lot of times they may not need a limo and they just need an SUV to get from point A to point B. You save them a whole bunch of money. So
No, that's exactly right. I couldn't say it better myself. And so AJ, in the past 3.5 months, would you say what's your overall take on the service? Would you recommend it to other people? Who would you recommend it to, and who wouldn't you recommend it to? Would you say?
So yes, I would definitely recommend the service if you're a go-getter. But if you're thinking that you're just gonna sit behind the computer or sit in the office and not take any calls or do anything, you just rely on a booking form. Nothing's gonna happen for you.
100%. Now, um, it does it help? We just started. Now, when someone fills out that form, not only do I email you, but you also get a text message. Has you found
Yes,
that helps a little bit?
absolutely, it sure does. Because like you mentioned, you notice a text quicker than you do an email, and it's like, okay, why is my phone going off? So you kind of respond back quicker, a lot quicker.
Exactly. And the truth is, look, not everyone when you call is going to answer their phone, right?
Correct.
That's that just go look, that goes with the territory guys, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't be trying to call because
No,
like you said, once you get them on the phone, then you can really find out, the details and maybe they don't need that limo. Maybe an SUV would work better.
no, absolutely. And so my strategy is I call them first. If they don't answer, I shoot them a text.
Oop, we just
And
lost video. Oh,
oh,
there we go. We're
yeah,
back.
so then I shoot them a text. Um, and if no response, and after I shoot them a text, I go ahead and send them an email as well with a quote.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's exactly what you want to be doing. And I've loved working with AJ because I can tell we talk quite a bit, and this guy is
absolutely.
freaking hungry. He is hungry, and honestly, that's what it takes. And when I'm talking to a new prospect, I'm trying to figure out, are they hungry and are they willing to do whatever it takes? Because this guy right here is willing to do whatever it takes. He's hungry. And so that's, you're my perfect candidate. You're not a massive business, but I'll tell
No,
you what, you're a lot hungrier than some of those massive businesses, right?
I mean, I don't know if you can tell I'm a big guy too. So
Yeah. No, I love it, man. So, hey, thanks so much for doing this, AJ. I guess
my
last question,
pleasure.
what would you say to anyone that's considering working with limo marketer? What would you tell them? What would be some advice?
Once again, if you have the time to take the calls, go for it. If you know if you're not gonna if you're actually gonna take out the time to do it, take care of the phone calls, do this, do that, then go for it. If not, then you're just gonna waste your time, and then you're just gonna leave a negative feedback for him.
Yeah.
So
I honestly couldn't say it better myself. So,
yeah,
look, pay per click, if done right, can get you, a good lead volume, but it only
absolutely.
makes sense if you're aggressive with the follow up, if you're answering your phone, and really, if you're doing less than 500,000 a year, I really recommend the owner handles that or have some sort of sales rep that is compensated, um, some sort of commission so that there's
Correct.
something in it for them. And so, AJ, thanks again. I know you're heading out, so I won't take any more
No,
of
my
your
pleasure,
time.
man.
And I really appreciate you doing this, man.
Anytime, Mark. Anytime.
Awesome.